Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to list 6 things that we can do to develop an elevated level of self-esteem. Now, in no way am I saying that self-esteem is limited to these 6 things, nor am I going to list them in any particular order, but I am going to dive right on in, so let's do it. The first tip that I have is to find a hobby. And one of my current hobbies involves participating in food and travel review culture. And what that pretty much means is I will go somewhere. Most of the time it's a restaurant. And when I leave that place, I'm going to leave a review about the experience that I had there. I can't explain why I find that to be so fun and interesting, but it is a hobby of mine nonetheless. The second tip that I have is that we should establish and enforce boundaries. Now, I do feel like that's self-explanatory. So I'll just give you an example of something I do to enforce my personal boundaries. Now, this may surprise you, but when I have unsavory interactions with people, I block them. And sometimes they remain blocked. Sometimes they don't remain blocked. Now, while I can recognize there are some circumstances where you may be unable to do that, I strongly encourage distancing yourself from people who don't make you feel good about yourself, because I feel like it can be counterproductive to the journey of self-love and self-discovery if you are constantly interacting with people who prevent you or make feeling good about yourself difficult. So don't ever feel badly or guilty about distancing yourself from people who you have unsavory interactions with, because it is a part of self-love. The third tip that I have is to practice self-care. Now, this is a tip that I'm going to probably get really excited about because I just find it exciting. Some of the things that I do is exercise. I practice better nutrition. So I remove things from my diet. I've added things to my diet. And nutrition can be a bit of a personal thing, or it is personal rather. So there's not a one size fits all nutrition plan. Everything doesn't work for everybody. But like I said, I've personally removed things and added things to my diet. I love to do my hair, nails, and makeup, and do face masks and bubble baths and milk baths, and I could just go on and on and on about all of the ways that I practice self-care, but I strongly encourage practicing self-care because it's something that I think it raises your endorphins. It's probably scientifically proven that self-care raises your endorphins. It's a happy thing. It just puts you in a happy place mentally, psychologically, physically. Oh, you'll begin to glow when you practice self-care inside and out. The fourth tip that I have is that we should reward our victories. And I'm pretty sure we all have goals, or we all set them. And no matter how big or small they are, I truly feel like you should reward yourself and go all out. Don't hold back. Now, I'm not saying take your rent money and spend it on Louis Vuitton, but never hold back when you're rewarding yourself. I don't think that you should. One of the things that I do is I shop. And I can shop till I drop. I love shopping. I love fashion. I love getting dressed and getting cute and just doing all that stuff that involves shopping. You'll probably find me in the mall at least once a week. Shopping is one of the easiest ways to reward victories for me, especially when with my exercising journey, because before I begin to enjoy exercising, I obviously had to find something that incentivized me to continue to exercise. And what I would do is I would set these landmarks for myself. So I'd say, okay, when you get 8 days in, you can get a new pair of running shoes. When you go for 2 weeks straight, you can get a new tracksuit, and so on and so forth. And now I love going to the gym, and it's not always because of the shopping. I'm actually now seeing results from being there that are outside of the shopping experience. So it's very, very, very rewarding. The fifth tip that I have is to teach others the things that you learn. And obviously, an example of that is this very YouTube video. I think that teaching others what you learn incentivizes you to continue going, because you're going to receive feedback. You're going to be able to see how others implement the advice that you may have given to them. And it feels really good to help people. I also enjoy personally mentoring people. I don't do it formally or anything like that. I'm not a social worker or a psychiatrist. I just like talking to people. And mentoring doesn't always have to look like this formal big brother, big sister type of thing. It doesn't have to be that kind of a dynamic. Something as simple as letting someone know, hey, that color just really works for you. Like, you should wear that color more often. Or wow, your hair looks really, really good like that. Like, you should probably wear your hair like that more often. Or, I don't know, critical can be a little, I tend to be critical, but I do so with tact, in my opinion. You could even, suggest things that may not work for someone, or, whatever. Those are ways that you can teach others. And I think it's important for a self-love journey because, again, it can be personally rewarding. The sixth and final tip that I have is to check in with your role models. Now, I did make another video talking about how on this self-love journey, me personally, I've had to experience learning how to be okay with disappointing my role models. And what I talked about in that video was very short, was that we all have people who shape our morals and values. We all do. And we might not call them role models. We might not call them idols or whatnot. That's just what I'm calling it. But checking in with those people can be vital and helpful to your self-love journey, self-discovery, self-esteem journey, whatnot. Because what you're doing then is kind of just letting them know how the advice that they may have given you have been helpful, giving them an opportunity to see areas of growth and just all that stuff. And their feedback to you can incentivize you to keep going on your journey. There in the Bible, for those of us who are Christian, in the Bible, there's a verse that says that iron sharpens iron. And what that essentially means is that we are all able to learn and teach others. So we all have the ability to soak in information or give out information, provide others with an experience, or enjoy an experience provided to us. So giving and getting, it's just a matter of balance. It's just a really beautiful thing. But those are the 6 tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other tips that you would like to add, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. Also, if there's any other kind of content you would like for me to do on this channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section as well. I'm open to almost anything, and I say almost very strongly because this is YouTube and I do have boundaries. But yeah, leave a comment down below and just let me know what you think. Please also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.